from the heart of Dubai, where tomorrow is being built today, to the world. Welcome to the CTO Show with Mehmet. Here, we redefine technology and reimagine possibilities. With Mehmet, delve into the riveting realms of AI, cybersecurity, and digital technology. Experience the thrilling highs and lows of startups. Immerse yourself in the spirit of entrepreneurship and witness the future of business innovation being written in real time. Now, without further ado, let's tune in and explore the future.
Hello and welcome back to an episode of the CTO Show with Mehmet. Today, I'm very pleased welcoming back again for the second time Bart Jenezon, Chief Inspirational Officer, but he just got today a new title and I will keep it to him to share that with us. Bart, it's very nice to see you again on the podcast. We did one last year. We did also a live streaming with you last year, which was fantastic. Audience liked it. But for the people who are listening or maybe seeing you the first time, again, introduce yourself, tell us a little bit more about you, and then we're going to take it from there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very proud of being here, and it's really great to share my story and to be invited by you. So it's been a while, and last time we were fully busy with all the preparations, but today we are here to announce that we are officially launched our new venture. It's called CASTOMAI, and CASTOMAI is our new company. It's supported by Inspiring. Two people from one of our programs really got with the idea to start with this new venture. And together with another partner and an investor, we are now officially live. And so that's the news of today, Mehmet. And I'm responsible for all the communication and now very happy to share that story with you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Bart, for the people who remember from last time, again, I'm doing a lot of reminders today. So all what you do is about inspiring people and getting them to start, right? And you guide entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
I'm
definitely.
little,
Yeah.
I'm a little bit, because you said there's a story. I became curious to know for CustomEye, what is the story behind it? Like, what was the main, I would say, moment that you know the founders said, "Yeah, we need to build this." So, if you can share that with us.
Yes, of course. And yeah, it's really in line of our inspiring activities. And with Inspiring, we provide simplicity with the inspiration canvas to help entrepreneurs to sketch out their business plan, make life easier. But with CustomEye now, we have technology. So we have a software solution where entrepreneurs can simplify their whole workflow. So all the processes that needs a lot of time and sometimes could be enormous annoying. Now we will bring it all back to simple using our software. We have a free trial and people can take advantage from it, and it will help you to speed up the whole process of business development. So that's what we are working on. And it was one of our participants. I met him in Amsterdam. He was also joining an accelerator program. Later on, he joined us with the pre-accelerator program of Inspiring Company. And there was another guy, and they told us, Bart, we can help you. That it's not you that you need to tell the story each time, but we can simplify that with AI. And it was, I think, a year ago. And in that time, I remember I was not so excited by AI because I strongly believe in the human aspect of doing business. But then those guys said to me, okay, Bart, we're just going to help you. There's nothing to do with any financial issues, or we love Inspiring, and we would love to help you to make that, to enrich that value proposition. So in the beginning, they just created an application to sketch out your inspiration canvas. And my promise till that day was always, I create your inspiration canvas in 1 hour and your business plan in a day. But I can say now, I was sit down with my mom a couple of weeks ago on the couch. I give her a demo, and it was approximately a couple of minutes that I was able to really work out the whole business plan. So that was the original seed, the beginning of CustomEye. But now we've been working on it for let's say 9 months, and in 9 months, it can happen a lot. And we created now 14 tools all kinds of tools for content creation, for creating your landing pages, advertising campaigns, even your business plan, and even in a split second, you get your financials. So if you would like to sketch out your budget for next year, you just answer some questions, you push the button, and then it's all there. And that's incredible. So people can really spend their time, do whatever they need to do, and that's not losing their time sitting and working on all kinds of computer work.
Oh my God, like this is really exciting, Bart. The reason I'm saying this is not like just a compliment because, we met before we became kind of friends with you because, till now, when I meet entrepreneurs, this is the number one challenge they have. So when we discussed last year, the inspiring canvas, which is like kind of a guide how they can put their business plan, how they can find, their purpose and then build, the business around it to inspire. Now you took this further to, and I'm checking the website as we speak, a lot of things that they can do this. But I'm gonna first, before I go deep dive in this, you just said you were not excited by AI. And of course, we still need the human touch. But if you can tell me, Bart, what is the most thing that re-excited you again or let you change your mind? Is it like
Yeah.
because it saves the time? Is it because it can be creative with you? So what was exactly what made you think again about the AI?
Yeah, there are two things here that make sense. The first one is I think the English people always say the proof of the pudding is in the eating. And so I think people need to start learning how can AI help them with their business or even with their life. And so for myself, I'm using AI for cooking. So my wife always do the cooking, but now she said, "Oh, Bart, now it's time after all those years that now and then during the week that you do some cooking as well." So that was maybe the beginning of my learning journey. But because I'm meeting up with hundreds of people sharing their business plans and everyone saying, yes, this is the new abracadabra, this is the magical formula, that sometimes you are not always convinced anymore about those ideas and those plans. So in the beginning with AI, I was thinking, oh yeah, of course, it will take over a lot of people's work. But first, let's see if that's actually going to happen and then maybe believe. So although I'm innovative person, and I always see opportunities. I was a little bit like I lost a lot of money with the dot-com crash back to 2000. So I was excited about the internet, and but somehow I missed the upswing. And so in this case, I said, okay, let's stay normal, and let's do our homework, and let's do our job, and let's deliver the value. So, but then, like I said, the two guys, yeah, showed me how it really helps them. And instead of working for hours, in split seconds, you have the output you are looking for. And that kind of intelligence is not, you cannot manage that or you cannot deal that for yourself. So I'm if you met me, I think 10 years ago, I think I was in the understanding that I was a very intelligent guy. But I'm very grateful that I got to the really great insight that now I say, no, I'm not so intelligent guy, maybe average or maybe a little bit above or below. And I like to somehow be humble and put myself a little bit as a servant instead of saying that I know everything, because I'm learning a lot from people who do know more than I do know. And I'm meeting up. I would like to meet with people who are much more intelligent than I am. But now we have AI and we have tooling that will simplify and speed up everything you can imagine. If you would like to just checking out if this or that will help you, or ask for a rewrite or different tone of voice, or even do some calculations, yeah, with a single prompt, you can get the output you are looking for. And that's amazing. I think a lot of people everywhere around the world can benefit from that. And yeah, we are just anticipating with CASTOMAI on that we help those people to, yeah, let's say, predefine some prompts, make some more complicated prompts with one push on a button, that people can simplify complete workflows or analysis, reporting, or content creation, or whatever they are looking for. We are still working on all kinds of new solutions.
That's amazing, Bart. So if I, me, like I like to just be straight to the point. you have developed, and you spent a lot of time on the inspirational canvas, right? So just for the audience to understand, I would say, the holy grail of the inspirational canvas. So
Yeah.
remind us a little bit, what's the concept behind the inspirational canvas?
Yeah, the inspiration canvas though it's a little bit the same kind of development process that for myself I was always lost in new theories, in models, and reading all the books, and somehow it didn't help me to execute it, the dream I had in the way it has to be delivered. So sometimes the theory was even more complex than the actual topic. So I start working with a couple of people, and one of them is also part of my board, and we just simplify the whole workflow for writing a business plan. It doesn't matter if it's called a business plan. It's more like, okay, let's sit down first and let's put things on paper and see if everything is connected to each other, if everything is aligned, and then just not by helping them in the beginning, but more like listening, you can really easily see if people have a lack of resources and what kind of resources. And most of the time, I see the three common mistakes for a lot of entrepreneurs is that they don't have a great story, or they are not working on a kind of let's say real issue or problem that needs to be solved. Second, that they are really lacking customers, especially paying customers, and I think paying customers is the most important resource for establishing your company and building it to a fruitful, profitable venture. And number three is that somehow that they are not able to seize the opportunity, so they have not a scalability or multiplier element within their organization. So we created the inspiration canvas as a simple workflow upwards your business plan. So that's the whole idea, and that simplifies the whole work stream. Also, when you are meeting up with mentors or investors, just by simple sharing the same structure, the inspiration canvas as a one pager, you can make up your mind as an investor. You can see, okay, this guy is really working on something really interesting, or in a split second, you say, okay, I don't have a clue. I don't know. I don't have time anymore. I'm just moving forward. So we see a lot of people who are talking to us already. We did some programs all around Europe. Now we have some traction in the US, even running a program in Nigeria with 130 female founders. And David Ramajan is our board member now from the US. He's a well-known speaker, investor. And he said, yeah, he don't want to lose time to sit down with entrepreneurs who are not ready. And so he would like to sit down with people who are really ready to scale. So he would like to skip the whole process at the beginning. And that's, I think, what inspiring is doing, supporting on the early stage and pre-seed stage. And AI with CASTOMAI is helping those people to speed up and to continue or keep up the good work, what I always say. Yeah, it took me, I'm 51 years old, and the last 10 years, it's evolving into the right direction. But oh no, if you sit down with my wife, she's thinking, "Oh, this is a long journey." But yeah, that's the entrepreneurial journey, and that's, I think, really great to pay that forward to people who are really in the need of any kinds of support or inspiration or whatever they are looking for.
Yeah, great things needs time. Indeed,
Yeah,
Bart, 100%. And it's never too late. It's never too late. You just reminded me of something, there's a famous video that from time to time appears in my feed. Um, when Steve Jobs says, like, some people comes to me, they said we have ideas and we need to have a startup. And he asked them, why you want to do this? And they said, just to have money. And that, yeah, okay, I've never seen someone who have succeeded just like this. You need to have a purpose. You need to be solving real problems and be, you know I would say, into it, right? So you need to
yeah,
live it, and
live the entrepreneurial way. Yeah,
this entrepreneurial way. Now, if I want to, because you mentioned something very interesting now, Bart. So especially these guys, these folks, the entrepreneurs in the pre-seed seed phase, I would say, especially first-time founders. So they need this tool because they need the guidance. And I think when I was checking the website, like, oh my God, like this is everything they might need, at least to be able to come up with the ideas, make sure that they can have a profitable business out of it. Now, would the tool help them in preparing to pitch in front of investors also as well?
Yeah, definitely. And that's the last couple of months. I was talking to a lot of let's say investment firms, communities who are supporting people in that area, and we have the tools available, so we can guide them, and we even offer introduction programs where people just can jump in and learn. And sometimes I'm looking for a sponsor on the other side, but that's an example. The program I mentioned in Nigeria. We are working together with a large female founders network with 129 female founders, and there is a sponsor who's responsible for the budget, and the entrepreneurs can join for free if they are committed in the right way. And during the program, they got weekly support to start build and grow their business. And some businesses are like innovations or technical background, but there are also businesses just with some girls who are working on a bakery and other products. Yeah, and that's the spirit is exactly the same, and that's what somehow that's what I called inspiring as a thread of our work that ties us together. And so yeah, it's a mix of both, and the tooling is there for them so they can work on their own time, and they don't need to pay us for any further time or any other guidance or license or whatever. No, it's if they would like to work with the tools, they go and take advantage of the tools. If they are looking for one-on-one support or more group sessions, yeah, then they join that program. So, and that's I think also that's part of my life, and that's in line of your comment about purpose. Is that yeah, basically I would like to have more impact, and I'm learning for myself to yeah adapt my change, my point of view, my perspective, and to yeah how you say to stay aligned with the people who are actually in the need of that kind of support. And I was always surrounded with people who are there for me. And in the beginning, when I was young, I was maybe a little bit more money minded, but yeah, that's the economic system. And now I see, yeah, if you really would like to make impact, it's all about the value. And so that's the most important thing. We deliver the value with 100% yeah clarity about that, and we always yeah listen to our followers, listen to our users, listen to our participants, what they are looking for. And yeah, immediately after I see or hear that there's something missing, or they would like to see a tweak or this or that, then yeah, I will take that into development, because yeah, I would like to help them to set their yeah next step in business development.
That's fantastic. And meanwhile, you were explaining this again. I checked the website. It's so intuitive. It's so easy to use, and I think everything starts with the idea and then having the purpose of the idea, which is really really fantastic. Now,
Yeah.
I know maybe this is. I don't like to go very much deep technical, I would say, when I ask the questions, but like just out of curiosity, you might not have all the answers for me, but is it like a custom model that the team have built so it can come out of this content, like if just out of curiosity?
Well said, Mehmet. Yeah, and that's also within our brand name. There is casting, there is customizing, there is the AI component, the my AI component, and it's exactly doing what you just said and shared with us. We offer a software solution that's could be customized on your needs. On the one hand, we are building a complete set of suites of all kinds of entrepreneurial tools that will help you from A to Z to build your company the way you want. But at the same time, we are also listening to our users and to our clients to come up with the solutions that they are looking for. And so yeah, we have now 10 to 14 tools available, but we have already a long list of 40 to 60. And somehow we have, if we are meeting up next year, let's say at the same time, same place, I probably think that we will have 80 to 100 tools available. And with just one simple click, you can have complete reportings, you can have sales plan, product development plan, or whatever you are looking for, and we will offer it to you. And we are currently working on that already. And and it's really amazing. And the software is helping the people who are already interested in AI, but would like to have a little help or a little more simple way of using, let's say, ChatGPT. And and we can help them to speed up the whole process, so the entrepreneurs and the people outside can really spend their time on what is necessary to be done.
That's fantastic. Now, of course, I know that usually the target audience for you are the entrepreneurs themselves, but and you mentioned something like you can work with maybe incubators, accelerators also as well, I believe, right, Bart?
Yeah, we have a partner program, and so we have now a couple of programs up running. One in the Netherlands, one is upcoming in the US, and we have the African program. But we will think that if I'm just sharing my thoughts about next year, next to the 100 tools, I think we will, enroll our program in, let's say, 10 areas. So in 10 areas, there will be a program up running. We have some people who are already share their interest with us, and and together with those communities, we can speed up the whole process because they have clarity about, let's say, how they would like to communicate with mentors or with investors. And those people are also for us very important to to validate what we are doing, but also to get access to local markets. So that's on the one hand. But we also, my background is from my training agency, an inspiration agency, and we do a lot of programs, real life, to inspire the entrepreneurial way of living, to help people to get things going or to get started. And this is actually bringing it all together. So I'm also looking for people who would like to somehow be our international partner to enroll programs in whatever country that is possible.
That's fantastic. Now, because we're talking about entrepreneurs, Bart, and you train them and you inspire them. So since the last time we talked, like it's been like almost 1 year now. So every guest I had on the podcast after we had ours and our session, so we're telling me, we're gonna see more entrepreneurs, right? So we're gonna see more people they want to start something. Um, what have you noticed in the past year? Like, are you seeing like more people coming up with cool things, cool projects? Um, what are you seeing in your circle and in your network and in the market in general?
Yeah, there is just also a kind of gut feeling, and is that's also pretty close to my own development. Is I think they call it, on the one hand there is polarization in the world. That's people. That's a process, and sometimes a little bit frightening us. Okay, is this the right direction? Why not be a little bit more kind to each other? And on the other hand, I see also a lot of people who are so warm and open and interested to help each other. And I see that somehow entrepreneurs are always there. I've got a Russian friend, I got a Jewish friend, I got a Muslim friend, I got all kinds of friends from all kinds of countries. And I think that we need to pay much more attention to the positive and bright side of life. How can we help each other? How can we enjoy this planet all together? And that's a kind of consciousness, kind of awareness about, okay, or we are screwing up together, or we are growing up together, and share it all together. So and that's also in my work. If people cannot afford somehow to get the inspiration or support that they are looking for, I always welcome them, just to help them, even without any payment. I was also hiring a guy last year, and I even gave him a laptop, and bought it for him, so he was able to do his job a bit better. And so I think all the resources are for all of us, and we need to share those resources. And of course, we need to also have a profitable revenue model, And the same thing with your activities, and that's the same thing with my activities. But yeah, the more profits we are making, the more people we can help. So I think that's super important. Back to the question, I think that consciousness is what I'm anticipating on, and consciousness is about the awareness about the progress of human being, and with business development, yeah, I see a lot of more, let's say, industries or verticals about climate or about AI or any other kind of area. And I think it's super important that we spend time and money on those industries, because otherwise it will never ever be sold. Yeah? So we need to put our effort into that direction. So yeah, that's a great, I think, trend. And on the other hand, we need to just spread the word and inspire people all more general in the entrepreneurial landscape, because it's also has something to do with accountability, also with just an economic system. If people are able to just create a living, it doesn't have to be rich and famous, but if you can, yeah, that's the same thing in my life. If I'm just doing my job and I have a wonderful life, and that's what I would like to see for a lot of people who are somehow struggling. And yeah, and I would like to provide somehow with people like you the opportunities to the people who have a little difficulty in how to take advantage or benefit from those developments. So, and I think that
Absolutely.
your example is the right on spot example. This is the way how we, yeah, bridge the gap, how we bring people together, share stories, pay it forward, and really help people and help them in a way of love and purpose, instead of charging and send invoices immediately after the call.
Absolutely. What you just mentioned is, makes a lot of sense to me, Bart. And building on the few things you mentioned also a couple of minutes ago. So it looks like the technology now, which always been progressing, but we are in a moment. So the internet first came, and then we started to have the waves of smartphones, and then we had the waves of social media, and then we start to have another wave of no code also as well. And all of a sudden people start to think, hold on 1 second, I can start a business. Like I can be in a tech business even if I don't have the strong technology background. And with the tool that you just created, so it's like the other side also as well. Like if someone is a technical now with AI, so they can find out, the gaps in their maybe sales pitch, in their content, in validating the idea. Because, I was one of the people who came from a deep technical background, and it took me years to discover, oh, I need to learn the business stuff also as well. I need to know how to create a pitch, how to talk to people, and talk their language. And I think, tool like CASTOMAI is, it's a great leap, I would say, for entrepreneurs to build on that. And I'm very happy, part like you and the rest of the team, you brought this to life, which is very much needed. Because what AI have done, and I was excited, like opposite to you. I know at the beginning you were not, but I was excited because I've seen a possibility of what people can do, what can they create. And actually, I'm always mind blown by what are people creating with AI. Of course, there are the bad stuff, there's the stuff, but the amount of good stuff that came is amazing. And the amount of startups that they just appeared in the last 2 years is also amazing. So thank you, Bart, for bringing such tool. Now, where people, I want you to remind them where people can get in touch with you and where they can find more about CASTOMAI.
Yeah, they can always visit our website, CASTOMAI.com. People can always reach out to us or one of my team members. And so at CASTOMAI.com, they can have a free trial. We have because of the launch, we have the opportunity to give people early access to all the tools. We even will communicate a kind of founding membership to really create a community and listen to what people are looking for. But everyone who will connect after this episode with the CTO show, always great insights, ideas, and innovation, they will get access to our platform. And so they can test it and they can share their experiences with us. And I would love also to invite them to join one of our programs. We will start in the beginning of the new year with our monthly meetup where people can share ideas and talk about it and maybe settle partnerships with other people. So CASTOMAI.com, that's the place to be. Thank you so much for having me, Mehmet. And maybe a promise, they say 3 times is a charm. Maybe a promise that we do next year at the same time, same place, the 3rd edition of this podcast.
Why not, Bart? And keep inspiring. Thank you very much, Bart. So, for the audience, you will find all the links that Bart mentioned in the show notes. If you're listening on your favorite podcasting app, you will find them in the show notes. If you're watching us on YouTube, you'll find them in the description. Bart, again, thank you so much for being with me here today for the second time. And indeed, we're going to have the third time. You're going to be one of you are one of my favorite guests always. Because I received a lot of positive feedback, especially we did also the live session after the episode. So that was fantastic. And for the audience, if you just discovered this podcast by luck, thank you for passing by. I hope Bart managed to inspire you. And I hope also he inspired you to share with your friends and colleagues this podcast. And if you are one of the people who keeps coming again and again and send me their comments, feedback, and questions, thank you very much for doing so. I read all of your suggestions and comments. Keep them coming. And as I say always, thank you very much for being with me here today, and we'll meet again very soon. Stay tuned. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hit that subscribe button, share the show with your tech-savvy friends and fellow entrepreneurs, and leave us a review on your favorite podcast app. Your support means the world to us.